time that I was there.
Well, the dishonesty does not come from the content, but rather from the semantics of it.
Well, I think dishonesty is either A, lying, or B, not telling the full truth. But what I'm doing is telling an enhanced truth.
That's lying by omission.
No, because I gave all of the details. I said that I went one time, I said that I won it one time, and then I said every single time that I was there, I won it. So
Well,
technically, I've overdone the information. I didn't leave anything
it's
out. And
honest dishonesty or dishonest honesty.
I'm calling it super honesty. It's where you're so honest that you've told the actual factual bits, and now you're just focusing on the exaggerated semantics to make it significantly more awesome.
All right.
So I didn't leave any parts out. I didn't keep any bits secretly hidden away. I laid it all on the table, and then I talked it up a bunch.
All right. Yeah.
How is that?
I guess. Yeah.
Extreme honesty.
Extreme. Super honesty. Yeah.
Super honesty.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do a super. That's not super.
Super.
Oh, that's
Super.
super. Nah, rubbish. Rubbish and hogwash.
Indeed.
Pig's bum and cabbage.
It's getting kind of chilly, isn't it?
Fish hooks and sandpaper.
Yes.
Hit the frog and toad.
Right.
Sorry, I was in a... Yeah. Was it cold?
That's a bit chilly. I do have a jacket.
A bit cold. Did you want to wear my jacket? It's made out of some sort of leather.
Leather.
No, leather.
Real leather?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This is a legit jacket. Try and stab me while I'm wearing that.
I wouldn't.
Well, good, because I'm planning on using this when the apocalypse happens. I'm going to wear this jacket, and then people can't stab me so easily anymore.
Wear a gambeson.
I don't have a gambeson. Do you have a gambeson?
I'm planning to eventually get one.
That doesn't count then. If the apocalypse happens
Wear
tomorrow,
a Kevlar vest.
do you have a Kevlar vest?
You can probably get one online.
If the world's apocalypse tomorrow, you do not have a Pavlov vest. I've got my leather vest.
Kevlar.
Whatever.
Pavlov. Pavlov was a psychologist.
Look, don't make me call up King Pavlo.
Pavo.
King Pavo will hear about this.
Oh, he will, and he will not be happy.
He will not, and as we all know, he rules over all the Pablos.
All the Pablos.
All of the
them.
Pablos.
Every single Pablo that's ever existed and will exist.
Yeah. Because he's from the magic
Pablo Kingdom
Castle.
sphere.
The Pablo sphere.
Yeah.
But that's just the Pablo sphere. Inside the Pablo sphere is Pablo land, and of course on Pablo land is magic Pablo Castle.
Of course.
That is where there's a throne of Pablo. Atop sits King Pavo.
Pavo. It's kind of anticlimactic. It's not very consistent.
It's the greatest story ever told.
Exactly.
And one day somebody will send you a link, and you'll click on it, and you'll find that somebody somewhere made Pavlov land into a video for you.
Oh, nice.
And
Pavo land.
Yep, all of it. All of the forever arrives are there.
Pavlov.
They're all there, I'm telling you.
Of course.
Do you struggle pronouncing any words?
Not particularly, no. I maybe like words from different languages I would struggle to get on point, but I think I got most of the English language on point. I do struggle with some more complicated Portuguese words because, I don't speak it as much as I would like to speak Portuguese. I only speak it to my mom, and so my most of my Portuguese come from interactions with one person rather than a community.
Okay, so you can speak a little bit of Portuguese?
I can speak fluent Portuguese,
give
but
us an example. I'm going to tell you a phrase, and then you give it back to me in Portuguese.
Alright, yeah,
Okay, so give us. Casey, you are so beautiful, and I'm so proud of you.
Casey, você é tão bonita e eu tô orgulhoso de você.
Yay! I have no idea, but somebody somewhere maybe will fact check that someday.
Alright. Well, you could believe it. Okay,
I'll believe it until somebody puts the subtitle of what you actually said. But yeah, I can't do very good in languages.
Mm.
I tried learning Hindi, and I got like one sentence in, and then that's as far as I got. And
As you
then
do.
that was over a decade ago.
Oh, tragic.
Yeah, so even that one sentence, I'm not 100% on anymore.
Mm. Yeah.
Pablo,
Yes.
if you had to fight a bunch of birds, but your prize at the end is to meet the artist of your dreams, would you do it?
Sure.
It's a lot of birds though.
How many birds?
30, but they're all each one is a different type of bird. So there's 30 different birds, and they all attack you at the same time. It's a simultaneous bird swarming.
Right. And
But if you survive,
what do I get? What do I have to defend myself?
oh, what have you got around? You've got a
Okay.
handbag, a trolley, a chair.
A Casey?
No, I'm not gonna. The birds
Can
love me. I give them.
I'll throw the Casey at
I
them.
feed different birds to different birds, so they love me. So
Alright.
they're not gonna fight me.
Right, so I have the trolley. Casey, it's brilliant. I'll just hide within the trolley, overturn it, and it's like a makeshift turtle shell.
Okay, so you're gonna be trapped in a trolley with 30 birds just swarming the outside of the trolley
Okay,
until you
Casey,
starve to death inside.
You do know it's not gonna be like that because I can.
You
kinda
can outlast the birds.
I can crawl with the trolley on my back.
To where? The birds are on top of the trolley. Where
Well-
can you take the trolley?
I will go down the little ramp and then make my way into slowly but surely. I'll make my way into an enclosed environment.
And then now you and the trolley and the birds are in an enclosed environment, and then what? Again, this is 30 randomly assigned birds, so the chance of one being like an ostrich or an emu is actually quite high.
No, because ostriches and emus are a very small percentage of birds.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But we're doing the random generator, picking from all of the birds 30 different times.
Alright.
So the chance of one of those 30 happening to be an ostrich or an emu.
Alright. Well, I can't outrun an ostrich or an emu. I don't think.
I'm not sure you could outrun many of the birds. They can fly, most of them.
Yeah, so
90% of them can
Well-
fly.
I'm assuming most birds will be within like a meter. Like most birds are.
Most birds are reasonably
Smaller than-
small
Yeah, so I
and surprisingly vicious.
what I can do, right, is I can protect my eyes with my sunglasses and my hat. Like I can kind of like protect my eyes, which is the most important part, hypothetically, because they would be swooping down. Right, so protect the eyes, which are the most vital, like delicate parts, right? And I won't bother with the smaller birds. I will only bother with the ones that are like actually potentially threatening, life-threatening, like something like a cassowary can rip someone to shreds. It can even rip a metal door to shreds. So I would be like trying to avoid the big birds, like eagles, cassowary, emus, ostriches, and the rest are cannon fodder. You're fine.
So small birds, not so worried about.
No, not really.
What if they're colourful? What if they're green?
It's even less worrying.
What if it's a small green bird that looks kind of like a parrot?
So?
That's a Kia, and that'll fuck you up. It's a New Zealand bird. Tear apart vehicles.
Right.
Small but sneaky.
Right.
You're worried about all the big vicious ones, the little sneaky
But the
sneaker.
Kia, is that a flightless bird?
Nope. They can fly, they can swarm, but in this situation there would only be the one, so it's not gonna swarm. But they know how to pull like rubber seals out of fucking things so your windows fall out and shit. They can break into fridges.
Well,
You know how in America they make special bear-proof containers so that the grizzly bear can't like steal your picnic? Yeah, over in New Zealand we've got special Kia-proof things so that the Kia can't break into it and steal all your shit.
Right. Well, the thing is, I'm only really concerned about larger eagles, cassowary, and big birds that walk around. Like
Yeah, but the
cassowaries
thing
or-
is, while you're using your trolley as a turtle shell shield, that key is just slowly dismantling the trolley, so it just falls off, and then you've got no trolley left.
Wait, Casey, you say a bunch of birds, but most of the birds would act passively to my presence.
No, you're getting attacked by them. They all 30 are attempting to attack
hyper-aggressive
you.
birds.
Like, even if it's a penguin, it's still attempting to attack you in this situation.
Well,
it's a 30 bird attack that you must now survive,
So-
and if you do...
And the place where I'm at
Yeah.
is this specific car park.
Yeah, it's right here, right now.
Right, Casey, I think I can be intelligent about this.
Yeah,
Right?
what are we going to do?
Alright, so there's like a little ledge there.
There's a teeny ledge.
I can hang there, and I can probably sort of. How big is the drop?
It's a 2-story, don't drop down there.
There's a tree there.
There's a tree, but it's 2 stories up we are right now.
Well, if it's between getting gouged and shredded by a bunch of birds and getting a
But how does
fracture in
jumping
the
off
leg,
the ledge help you to defeat the birds?
it'll help me get away from the biggest ones because they will be here. They're not gonna jump after me.
I think they would.
All right, then they break their legs, which are delicate, and I.
No, you went first, so they're going to try and land on you. Also, bird legs aren't delicate, they've got hollow bones.
That makes them super delicate, Casey.
Makes them light.
It makes them delicate as well. A human bone is significantly stronger than a bird bone. You can snap a chicken leg by just click. Wishbone, the wishbone thing, the toy where you play who gets the wishbone. It shows how delicate bird bones are. You can even eat like
Like me, delicate.
quail bones.
I mean, delicate to you as a human, yeah, because you're like a giant in comparison. But like to the actual structure of a bird, like you could claim an ant is weak, but an ant's one of the strongest fucking things on the planet.
Well, yes, but
Ant can lift 20 times its own weight.
if a cassowary or an ostrich or an emu fell off from a two-story building, that would do some damage.
I don't think it would. I
Alright.
think that they are
Casey,
aerodynamically able
How about
to
this, Casey?
adjust like cats.
I get this chair.
You know, you can't kill
Yeah.
a squirrel from a height.
Right, no, Casey.
They don't die at terminal velocity.
Fine. I jump from here to here, right? The chair, ledge, roof, right? So there, I immediately have an advantage because if it tries to jump here, the cassowary, ostrich, whatever, it tries to jump here.
What about the other 30 though that are like flying around, like attacking you?
Casey, I would have hierarchy, right? So I'd focus mostly on the most life-threatening ones, and then work my way down until like it's just a bunch of robins or swallows or quails coming after me, which I wouldn't bother with.
Alright, fair enough. I do realise that it would be much harder for you to fight off the 30 birds right here, right now than for me.
Why? What would you do?
I'd just jump in my car and then I would just stab them one by one out the window with the window only a crack open.
You could hypothetically just run over most of the grounded ones.
Yeah, I could. But again, I don't have to actually kill all 30. I just need to simply survive the attack.
For how long? Is there like a timer?
Well, that's the thing. I believe that many birds are relentless and will continue to attack until they're defeated. So you have to defeat those ones. But something like a penguin, like the version of surviving the penguin attack is it flops against your leg for a minute and then you go, you can't hurt me, and then it gives up because it's done its attack now.
Sure, alright.
Like, you know, if it can attack further, it will.
1 minute and 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Okay, so did you want to go to the big guns, did you?
No. Well, sure.
Pulling out the big guns.
Go out with the big gun.
So, if you had a 3D printer and it could print in any material of any
I already
size.
answered you.
Did I do this one already?
Oh yeah.
Far out. That really gets me. Far out. That's oh my goodness.
But you can.
No, if they've done it. If we've done it for them, do we do it for them?
No, we didn't do it for them.
Oh, well then you're trolling. We were doing it for them.
Alright, answer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what would
3D
you?
print it. I'll tell you.
What's the first thing you'd 3D print?
Well, as before, I said it would be like a pistol or something, like self-defense.
Oh, yeah.
But then I might, I don't know, 3D print a bunch of bricks and make a castle out of plastic, a plastic castle.
Why do you put plastic as your material?
Oh.
I did specify all materials
All
are available.
Well,
You could have just printed them in actual brick.
Sure, then. Because
You
plastic.
could print them in titanium. I mean,
Oh.
every material is available.
Diamond. I'll have a diamond castle, so it's impregnable.
Well, no, you'd have diamond bricks. Assembling the
Diamond
castle
brick
is something you have to
castle.
do in your free time.
Ah.
The 3D printer doesn't make it into, unless it's tiny. You want a tiny crystal castle.
No.
You want a life-size one, so you're going to
Sure.
have to print out individual diamond bricks.
That would be cool to see.
And
a
then-
diamond castle.
How are you adhering these diamond bricks together? What's your?
What you could do, right? Casey?
No, what I'm doing. What
Alright,
you're doing. Well, how are you doing?
When I
this?
say what you could do, I mean like because it's a don't worry. When I say what you could
Yeah,
do,
it's because
is
it's
I'm
hypothetical.
generally-
Yeah, I get
what
you.
you as a
but this hypothetical is actually you. So
Alright.
what will you hypothetically do? I've given you all of the infinite amount of these
you don't know,
diamond bricks.
a brick doesn't need to be a square rectangular thing, right? It doesn't need to be.
Oh, you didn't specify that they weren't.
Right. What the brick could be like interlocking shapes, like a puzzle. Like a
Okay,
3D
okay.
puzzle,
So you're going with.
interlocking bricks
Okay.
made out of diamond,
All
and
right.
have a castle out of that.
That's alright.
That's
good
pretty
then.
cool.
Alright, so if you had to have...
And it would have like a lava river at the bottom, but protected by like a diamond floor, so like a cool lava river. That would look so cool, wouldn't it? It would look. I think it would look cool.
Would you want a statue of yourself?
Of course.
Me too.
Yeah, I know, right?
Vain people!
Yay!
Ah,
I just realized there was a high five when I looked at the camera.
that's okay, I
Yeah.
closed my eyes, it got me by surprise.
Ah, surprise high five!
I know, I initiated it and it was a surprise to me. Ah,
See,
oh my gosh.
that's my amazing, what's the word I'm looking for? Misdirection, yeah.
Misdirection. Oh my goodness. What is your favorite name?
Salvador. It's a really cool name.
That's a good name.
It is a good name.
That is a good name.
That's a name I actually wanted for myself.
That's a really good name.
Hmm.
Alright, well played.
Oh, thank you, Casey.
That's a really good name, yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, what is your least favorite place to be tickled?
Ribs?
Okay. What is your most delicious meal that you can cook?
Well, that's like something. If you want something fancy, I can cook a really decent, pretty good bouillabaisse, which is a a coastal provincial French seafood soup.
Good old French seafood soup.
Yeah.
Better than clam chowder.
No.
No?
No.
It's not better than clam chowder?
They're equal.
Oof. Oof.
I like clam chowder
Oh.
substantially. I really
Okay.
do love clam chowder. But they're different flavors because you see a clam chowder is creamy and like delicious and rich, whereas a bouillabaisse is more subtle and it's got like a aniseed flavor. It's a strong aniseed flavor and it's different. It's like if you can't say I prefer the creamy pastas over the tomatoey pastas. They're both delicious. You can't claim one over the other. They're so good.
Fair enough.
Mm.
So, just casually,
Mm.
if you could imbue one current life form on the planet with the power of electricity, what animal would you electrify?
Humans.
You would want electric people walking around.
Yes. That would.
Why?
Because, actually, I take it back. Electric ants.
Why?
Because that sounds so unpleasant
That's
and inconvenient.
shocking.
Like that would be everywhere. Everywhere you go, you'd have to be afraid of like tiny little electric death machines. Like,
that's awful.
I know, right?
The humans would definitely ramp up their ant poisoning game if that was the case.
Yep. And finally, we get rid of them for once and for all.
Actually, I don't know if you can get rid of them. I mean, they're pretty like
OP.
Yeah, they're pretty cored into the planet, to be honest. I mean,
Yes.
we're more likely to go before they are.
Yeah, good
Which
point.
means, what I think we'd probably do? I think we'd probably try and have to set up special human zones where we physically keep them out. Like, they literally can't, like, tunnel in or bore in. That's what we do. Instead of increasing our poison game, we
Casey,
increase our...
Look,
blocking
there's
game.
already historical precedent, not for electric ants, but for like unpleasant ants. Like in
There's already... We're in Australia.
Alright.
Places covered in unpleasant ants.
But like, for example, like the Australian bull ant, if you don't know what they are, they're like this big.
And somebody's big screen, it's huge!
Okay, if you have a big screen, it's this big.
Oh, no, that's like the size of my head just then.
Alright, fine. Alright. But they're like the size of
Oh, that's better.
half
yeah.
half of your pinky. They're massive.
That
right?
is massive. Now
Uh-uh.
we've got context.
Alright. I stepped on a hive of them as a kid and it put me in hospital. But Australian bull ants, very nasty things, and Amazonian fire ants, also equally nasty things. Nasty ants, right? Particularly nasty ants. Anyway, the thing is, right, they kind of avoid human areas because we are particularly against them, so we'd, be extra bellicose against them. So we'd try to destroy any of these specific instances of...
Actually, I'm wondering now whether we wouldn't simply just learn how to not trigger the ants to electrocute us and find a way to live in harmony with the ants, where it's like a new world order where it's like, you know, you spill sugar in your house and the ants come, that's fine. That's their job. Like, leave them alone. Like, you don't fuck with the ants.
Well-
The floor is theirs now. If you
Soles,
try
rubber
anything-
soles, Casey. They will insulate. Most of the ants, if you get electrocuted, if you have rubber soles, I think it will kind of like. And we didn't say how electric they were. Like if it's just like a friction, you know, like a static electricity. Like if you rub a balloon for long enough, or rub the carpet with your feet for long
to be
enough.
fair, they contain 1.21 gigawatts. So
I'm not sure how to quantify that.
roughly a bolt of lightning.
Ah, well. Well, in this situation, we goodbye human race. Basically.
I think we'd live in harmony with them, and we would just casually throw sugar on the floor on a more regular basis to
What
appease
about-
our ant underlords.
What
They're
about-
not overlords, they're underlords.
Yeah. All right. How about electric seagulls?
Oh yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, because we just throw like a bunch of chips for them, and they stay very, very far away.
Alright, but we're moving off of the electrifying
Electric
animals
animal.
thing. Yeah, we're moving on. Different topic. Entirely different topic, okay? It's not
Okay.
even similar in any way, shape, or form. If you could grant the power of flight to one animal that can't currently fly, it doesn't need wings or anything. You can just bam, and now those animals can just fly.
Us.
Humans.
Yes.
You would trust humans with flight.
Of course.
All of them across the board.
Yes. That would be awesome.
How many people are on the planet right now?
7.8, 7.4, 7.3 billion. I don't know.
7.3 billion people all suddenly able to fly at the same time.
Cool.
You've just destroyed both the sky and the land. The only thing that's maybe safe is the sea. Jesus.
Yeah, I would like to see flying people like without planes.
Why? That sounds awful.
Because then no more national borders.
Yeah, but then also no more power lines.
Not necessarily.
People are dumb, they're flying to power lines.
No, well, people. Then why have we not banned cars? People are dumb. People crash cars.
Yeah, I want to ban cars. It's a stupid thing. We should get rid of them. Bloody dangerous.
What about knives?
Knives.
Knives are dangerous, but you need them to cut things, Casey.
Yeah, but the difference is that knives don't inherently by themselves cause any problems. Cars do.
Okay, fine, sure.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, not everybody has to use a knife on a regular basis, and people aren't walking around with their knives potentially aimed at other people.
Well,
like,
people are dangerous intrinsically. We can carry disease. Look at COVID.
yeah, but what I'm saying is there is an actual alternate solution to cars.
What?
There was the rail car, there was the town car that existed back in the
Those
day.
are also dangerous for people.
They were not dangerous at all. There were almost no fatalities under the train car.
All right, sure.
You can look this up. This is history. This isn't like me just saying shit about right now. This is history. Once they introduced
Casey, it's really, really cold. I'm gonna go get my jacket.
Okay.
Is the door open?
Yeah, probably. But yeah, once they came out with the personalized automobiles, road accidents went way up. And people were like, well, maybe we should ban this whole personalized car thing. And the car companies didn't want that, and so they switched the blame from the people who were driving the cars and the cars themselves to the victims. They started victim blaming, came up with the term jaywalking, which at the time was a very offensive term because a jay was a slur
Really?
at the time. Yeah, it meant like a useless, dirty, sort of hippie, untrustworthy character. You know, like the absolute lowest of the low sort of vagrant levels. You know, if you were called a jay, that was like, you know, you're absolute trash.
Oh, I'm a J man.
Well, that was back in the day. So saying you're jaywalking basically means that you're idiot walking,
Right.
but even more offensive.
I forgot to close the door.
You did forget to close the door. You left my car all open and exposed to the birds.
Oh no, they would come inside and they would make nests.
Well, 29 of them did get in there, but
What?
Just the 30th one couldn't.
Ah,
It
right.
doesn't fly.
Yeah, it was just like a little quail.
Well, no, it's a kiwi, but it's nocturnal, so it's not doing nothing right now. It's just fucking sitting there in a ball, shaking like it's terrified.
Right.
Oh, kiwis. Oh,
Okay, so we can actually, get a randomizer, a number randomizer,
Yeah, for what?
to create like the hypothetical, 30 birds, right? We can create, and like
Oh, I
test it
see,
out.
like an algorithm to determine
Right.
what the 30 would be.
Right. No. What you do is get a number generator. Right.
Yeah.
You number every single bird. Like emu is 1, ostrich is 2, cassowary.
There's already
3.
a list of birds.
Right.
Go on the internet and
Yeah,
type in a list
yes,
of birds.
I know, but you create you put a number for each bird, right? An arbitrary number.
Yeah, they're already, it must exist.
Right. And then from 1 to I don't know, whatever. 5th is 700. There's probably more, but like let's make it reasonable and have only the 700 main birds, not like subspecies of macaw, all the different types of macaws or something. Oh, that's a $2 coin.
I did throw a $2 coin at the camera. Did you see it go straight past the
No,
lens?
no,
I missed it by like that much.
Right. That was. I'll watch it. I'll rewind it.
No,
Try me
yeah,
in the future. Anyway, what I'm gonna say is that
Yeah, say it.
each bird has an arbitrary number. And
Yeah.
I'm not talking about subspecies, and I'm not talking about basically the same bird.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about like the most important birds. All right, each would
Well,
have
then
like.
that's not the one I was saying.
Alright.
Mine had all of the subspecies
All right,
included as
have
well.
all the subspecies
Uh-huh.
of the birds.
Yeah.
If you all right, fine, sure.
Now, here's the next
And
question.
then you get a number generator that you can literally type in random number generator.
Yeah.
You put the parameters like 1 to 7,000, I don't
Yeah.
know, and then it'll just click and it'll give you 345, and then you go
Yeah.
345. Oh, that's the a swallow or something.
Yeah.
And then you just do that 30 times. and-
Mallard.
Exactly. Mallard. Yeah, sure. A duck.
A mallard is a type of duck.
I know. That's why I said a duck.
Ah,
Um,
but for serious though, the important question is this: are we including extinct and/or mythological birds on the list?
we are not going to include mythological, but we might as well include extinct.
Okay, so-
fuck, not extinct.
Yeah,
birds. Not the
extinct
terror
birds.
bird. Not the terror bird. Oh god.
Yeah, but on the other hand, we could maybe catch and eat a moa.
Oh, that would be delicious.
Yes.
Like the last moa left on Earth, which we revived. We're not going.
we didn't revive it; it suddenly appeared as part of a bird attack.
Alright,
There was
we
30
eat it.
birds suddenly started attacking, and one of them must have been the last moa was suddenly there.
Casey, the last
Somehow
moa
one of
is
them was a
extinct.
dodo as well. What?
Moa's extinct.
Yeah, and so's the dodo,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
one of them was there as well.
Yes.
It's a random 30 bird attack. We
Yes.
didn't generate the 30 birds. It's random. Random happenstance.
then
They're
we have-
suddenly there attacking you.
Of course.
And they just happen to randomly be a dodo and a moa.
Of course.
We didn't revive them, they just happened to be there.
Naturally.
Well, maybe naturally, maybe there was a time loop or a science, or maybe somebody brought them there, maybe somebody brought them back, I don't know. Maybe there was one moa left, you know, they do have the old moa, there's one moa left.
Right.
You don't know, go to New Zealand, look around the bush, hey? Hey, there's a moa, I've seen him.
Yes, there's a Tasmanian tiger.
Go watch out for those
Yeah.
Aussie drop bears.
Exactly.
Although drop bears are maybe a thing if you consider angry koalas as drop bears.
Yeah.
You ever seen a sober koala? Shit's terrifying.
Yeah, they are pretty
It's
terrifying.
terrifying. My word, those koalas.
Hmm.
Oh, you made the camera spin around and broke the illusion of the blue wall.
What? No.
Yes, you did when we wanted to look at the trolley rolling away. That was so exciting.
It was exciting. People are going to agree with my opinion and say that it was indeed exciting.
It was a plastic trolley and it wasn't even gonna hit nothing.
Yes,
I've seen metal trolleys actually roll into cars here before. That's more fun.
Yeah.
Except for when people show up and they see me seeing them and they come over and go, "Hey, is this your trolley?" And I go, no, I was over here and I saw that. And that's it. And they sort of give that face like, why didn't you try and stop it? Like,
Right.
but it's like, well, fuck you. I don't know what to say.
Yes.
I didn't leave a trolley to roll through a car park, and if the car park's on a weird slant that makes all the trolleys roll anyway, how is that?
It is a weird sign, isn't it?
This was messed up. You saw it. It ran all the way from one end of the car park to the other and then down the ramp.
It looks
A
flat.
mind of its own.
The roof looks almost flattish, but it's not.
No, it's because you should see this when it rains on this roof. When it rains on this roof, it goes.
It's like a river.
It goes crazy. It goes crazy. It's not even like a river. It goes into like weird pools, and then the pools of the river off separately.
Oh, weird.
Like there and there and there. It runs.
Yeah, there's like a little almost convex. thing.
Yeah, it goes dumb.
Dumb.
It goes
Go
dumb.
It go dumb.
It goes dumb. You know, sometimes it goes dumb.
Hmm.
I'm really jealous that you've got a little collar and I don't.
Yes.
"Wah, I need to go and get a new collar."
Mm.
Like, how long's 1 hour and 32 minutes ago?
36, Casey.
No, I know, but it didn't break in the first 5 minutes. It was broken the first 5 minutes.
Yes, good point.
There was a brief ramble right when we started before we realized it was broken.
But maybe it was broken prior and we only noticed.
Yeah, we only noticed, but it only counts once it's noticed. Nothing's
Oh.
broken until you notice it's broken. It's like there's no laws that got broken until you get caught. Like,
Right, yeah, I guess relativism.
it's like your house didn't burn down until you actually see, oh shit, my house is burned down. Like, you know, if you were off in the jungle in the Amazon and you didn't know that your house burnt down, and like,
So it's
it
like
makes no difference. It didn't happen.
It's like the tree falling down in the middle of the woods. Yeah,
Yeah, unless somebody hears it, then
Yeah, I agree with you, Casey. In this situation, I agree with this form of pragmatic relativism.
yay!
Oh, Casey, this my phone.
You're getting a call?
Yep.
Should I stop the video?
Yeah, sure. Oh,
You go away and I'll
Oh
stop
no, I missed the call.
it was probably just telemarketers. Or was it your mom?
That was my mom.
Oh shoot, alright, well then maybe, I don't know. I guess we can wrap up the video. It is almost coming up on 2 hours.
It is. You don't want to make it too long, and it's getting kind of cold.
You
But
are so cold.
I am feel my hand.
I would rather,
Alright.
okay.
I get cold.
Oh,
very
damn, that
quickly.
is actually really cold.
Yeah, I get cold very quickly, easily.
I was gonna say no because of the corona of it all, but we're actually this far apart, so I'm pretty sure the germs thing's not that efficient right now between us.
Yes.
Cough!
Oh, I have bacteria. I have COVID. What a tragedy.
No, you got worse than COVID. You got the Casey's.
Oh.
Casey cooties.
Casey cooties.
They're infectious, they're addictive, and you can never get rid of them. So,
Addictive germs.
yeah, like what cats give you. You know, cats give you a thing, it's addictive, and they make you want to play with more cats.
Indeed.
Now I want to go play with some cats.
Indeed.
Are you a cat person or a lizard person?
Well, I'm more of a cat person myself. But I do like lizards. I've always wanted to have like a bearded dragon or something.
Well, the joke there was I didn't include dogs.
I know. I know. I realize. And like, I turned your joke into an anti-joke.
Alright, I'm gonna get the bird.
What bird?
There's no birds.
Oh, that bird.
Ah, he's gone.
Oh,
He was just checking whether we had KFC. He was. He knows me. The bird knows me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Corvids, not COVID, corvid. Crows and ravens are corvids. They're from a family called corvids. They're surprisingly intelligent birds. They're the second most intelligent birds along before parrots.
and how is this determined?
By tool use, by like ability to recognize patterns in faces and shit like that. So like practical stuff.
Yeah, alright. Because quite a few birds are quite smart. Chicken that knows how to count.
Yes, exactly. Accounting, and they count in chicken.
Yeah, that counts. The count loves to count.
The count.
Yeah, you know count.
The